Uncle C, back in the office, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing exactly 3 ways to increase your raw masculine energy. Now, for those of you who are new to this channel, you are probably wondering, Casey, why on earth would I ever want or need to increase my masculine energy? Well, I'm going to tell you. The way to feel strong and powerful as a man, the way to find purpose, right? Think about this on a deep level. The way to even attract women, the way to make your purpose bear fruit, the way to just be an overall better human is you have to increase your God-given masculine energy. And the more in tune you can get with this masculine energy, not only will you be able to solve problems quicker, but you're going to be more of a driven, ambitious, dominant man, and this will pay off in the long run, so that way you can get what you actually want in life and have a positive impact. Let's dive in. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Casey Zander. I'm the founder of Headman, and I'm here to revitalize masculinity and help make men full stack. Number 1, what is the first way a guy, just like you, wherever you're watching this video from, maybe you're watching this video in South America, North America, America, Canada, like it doesn't matter where you're at. There's 3 things on this whiteboard we have to dive into today. The very first thing that you want and that you have to do as a man is to start to do hard stuff just for the sake of doing hard stuff. Let that sink in. This is going to sound so counterintuitive to most of you, because most of you your whole life have been looking for the easy way. What's the easiest way I can achieve this? What's the easiest way I can achieve that? What's the quickest way I can get to XYZ? You have to understand that a man is not built like that. A man is fortified through the work, and the work is only fortified through the purpose. So, there's a saying I'm sure all of you have heard. It's the whole good times this, bad times that, right? Good times create weak men. If good times create weak men, we have to actually look at why this is. It's because we live in a cushy world. We live in a world where things are extremely soft. Okay, people can get extremely soft extremely quickly. And men, what has happened is the weakness has made them so cushy, they've become overly emotional into things that they should not be. Here's what I can tell you. When you do hard stuff for the sake of it, whether that be going to the gym, whether that be learning boxing, whether that be building a business, whether that be talking to 5 new women this week just for the sake of looking a woman dead in the eyes and saying, hey, I'd like to meet you. No matter what it is, your job is to pick up a massive load. Okay? A massive load, and put that load on your back, put that load on your shoulders, and see how long you can carry it for. Okay? I'm going to give you an example. If you guys are in the gym, the first time you squat 225, that maybe is a huge accomplishment. You're like, oh my God, I squatted 2 plates. And then you squat 275. And then one day you squat 315. And then for some of you, one day you're squatting 4 plates. How? Because the load has increased. You have become better. So this is gonna also sound counterintuitive to most people. Most people think, I'm good as is. You're probably not good as is. You're probably shit. But if you're shit, that's okay, because the heavier the load you pick up, the stronger and the more fortified you become. This is a hidden cheat code, and all it takes is a little humility and a little acceptance that, hey, I'm probably not that good. It's okay that I'm not that good. I'm probably shit. It's okay that I'm shit, but I'm here to get better. And if you come into life with that exact attitude, you, my friend, are going to be miles ahead of every other 99%er out there. So, I'm going to give you a little backstory. Why I'm an entrepreneur. Me, myself. Some of you want to know more about me. I don't know if that's true for all of you, but let me give you the rundown, okay? Being an entrepreneur, for example, or starting a business, I know a lot of you guys are ambitious, a lot of you guys are hungry, right? A lot of you guys want to make more money. And by the end of this presentation, I'm going to even show you hidden cheat codes and ways, whether that be mindset hacks or practical tactics you can use to do so. But the reason why I myself am an entrepreneur is because I find entrepreneurship a massive skill set, a massive skill stack, and multiple tests that a man has to go through. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Every year I do this with my business. I learn new things. I build in a different way. And I become a better, more fortified man, able to handle more stress and more weight than I was the year before. But this isn't even the biggest thing. The number one thing with men who become entrepreneurs or entrepreneurial men is you get used to becoming a creator and not somebody who just takes advice or takes tasks from others. So I'm going to give you an example. Most men, they take their whole life. Okay? If the teacher says do this, they take that homework. If the teacher says take this test, they take that test. Right? The first job they get, their boss says do this, they take that task, they do it. They take everything. And since they take everything, the problem with this is that they don't actually think for themselves. Since they don't think for themselves, they're not used to creating. So people ask oftentimes, Casey, how did you make 950 videos on men? Or how do you have 950 videos on this channel? I did it because I'm in the mindset of a creator. The more you can create, the more of a powerful man you become, because you no longer look for advice. You become the guy who people actually come to advice for. And that's a completely different hack. The truth is that you can become alpha by outworking the 99%. Just think about this for a second. Some of you maybe, and this especially ties to you with women, if you have personally believed or you have personally felt that you were dealt a bad hand, you have bad genetics, you have bad speaking skills, I'm going to tell you this right now. Guys who are naturals, you will kick the shit out of them in the S3 actual playing field simply by adapting grit and dedication if you can outwork the 99%. Many of you have seen my before picture when it comes to just overall aesthetics, overall muscle mass. What happened after a decade long of work is you guys now see the Casey Zander on screen today. So what I'm here to do is build belief that if you can adapt these mindset principles of purpose, of building, of sacrifice, you can become better. More of a viable option, develop more options, develop more abundance than guys who were dealt a better hand. The key is that most men right now are in this good time stage. So even naturals, they're becoming weak men. They're overly emoting. They're weak within what it is that they're doing. And because of that, if you have the privilege of accessing a channel like this, of developing these mindset tools to become a full stack man like this, you can bypass the 99% in a quick hurry. So to do this, I came up with a plan. I'm like, okay, how can I give these guys a plan to do so? Because a lot of these words sound good, but let's actually have a plan. To do this, there's a 5-step process. There's only 5 steps a guy has to master. How cool is that? The very first step is you have to make a decision on commitment. Right now, in your heart of hearts, you have to decide that you are going to change. And this one step you can do in the next 15 seconds right now on this video. If you make the decision to change and you stick with it, the very first thing you want to take control of is your body. Okay? Why do I have body as number 2? If decision making is first that we're going to change, why is body number 2? Because the body is the vessel. The body holds the mind. The body holds the spirit. So if you can get into the gym, if you can lower your body fat, if you can become twice as strong physically as you are now, that right there is going to fortify the mind. Because to get a strong body requires a strong mind. You have to consistently sacrifice. You have to consistently do hard things you don't want to do. You have to consistently pursue excellence even if you're not feeling it. And what you're going to find is that your demeanor is going to change, your body's going to look different, your attitude's going to be different, people around you are going to treat you different, and you're going to start to become full stack. Now, if the mind is fortified, the 4th step is the spirit. There is not a single man on planet Earth that I have ever seen get fit, build a good body for himself, adapt good, strong mindset principles, and be weak in his spirit. It just doesn't happen. And the reason being is because a guy starts to see, hey, if I can level up this area of my life, I guarantee you that I can start to level up maybe my speaking skills, maybe speaking to women, maybe speaking when I'm interviewing for a job. And when your spirit is increased, when you're coming from strong masculine energy, a strong masculine spirit, what will happen is this will bleed over. And this is the 5th step. And the bleed over is these traits right here trickle into every single area of your life. This right here is the plan. This is a plan that all men must have, and this is a plan that men need. Keep in mind, we're only 1/3 through today's video presentation. Number 2, okay? The second way to increase masculine energy is a dose of truth, because nothing lasts forever. Point number 2 is identifying and getting square with the fact that nothing in life lasts forever. I want you just to think about this for a second. All of the self-help, all of these mindset tactics, everything, there's a big preconceived notion in life right now that all you have to do is think positively and you're going to be that billionaire. You're going to be the slayer. You're going to be the guy that crushes it. Just think positive thoughts and positive affirmations. It's complete horseshit. Most people are going to be completely average in life, and you have to be okay with that. And if you have even a sliver of success, that right there should start to put you miles ahead, and you should be grateful and thankful. People need to get realistic with their goals, not completely delusional. Okay? That's one of the biggest problems, because with point number 2, nothing in life lasts forever. So I will give you an example. Nothing in life lasts forever when it comes to business, women, relationships, right? Your health, anything could change. So what I oftentimes see people have happen to them is they think there's a golden ticket in life, when in actuality there is no golden ticket whatsoever, because everything in life is a pivot. Okay? And this is especially true for those of you who are entrepreneurs, or for those of you who are building your business or building your craft. You will each year consistently hope that things will get easier, when in actuality nothing gets easier. Your skill set becomes bigger, and things just become different, not easier. I'm going to say that again. Things become different, not easier. Everything in life is a pivot. So what I see time and time again of why guys don't take action is because they consistently look for this golden ticket in life, instead of understanding that everything is a skill set and you have to adapt and pivot as time goes on. So this right here is why most don't even start. Most don't even start because they're looking for this golden ticket, when in actuality this ticket is ever evolving. This ticket is ever changing, just like you. So you're either growing and you're either adapting, or you're shrinking and you're dying. If a man can understand point number 2, that nothing lasts forever, I believe that this is the biggest motivating factor to even start to increase the skill stack quicker. Not less, quicker. So what you are in is, you're in a stage of constant evolution. And this can be with your game and your seduction. If you guys have businesses and an employee leaves one day, that could leave you strapped for a little while. Like, things change. People are dynamic. So you can't look for these golden tickets in life, because nothing lasts forever. More examples: the economy could crash and burn. Or the real question is, did you acquire enough skills to win? Because if you were doing the stuff over here, when you pivot in life, your wife cheating on you, your girlfriend leaving, right, your business crashing, the economy burning, it doesn't matter what it is. If you have done the work as a strong, powerful, masculine man, radiating the types of masculine energy that you need, you, my friend, have now acquired the skill stack in life to consistently crush. So you might be wondering, Casey, this whole video seems to be about skills and going through hard things. The truth is that it is, which brings me to point number 3. The third most powerful way to increase masculine energy is to develop a rock-solid plan for wealth. Okay? I bet you weren't expecting me to say that one, but I'm going to give you an example. Here's a little story time. I got a mentorship. You guys can even check it out down below. It's called 10 Game. Okay, I'm showing guys how to have it all in life, whether that be the status they've always wanted, being able to generate wealth on their own terms, ultimately having the freedom to do as they please in life, all of these great things. I took on 41 guys through this journey about 45 to 50 days ago. Here's what I noticed about all of them. All of them were trading time for money. They're consistently working jobs they don't like. They're consistently hoping their side hustles take off. And now they are finally adapting a plan, a true plan of attack. See, everybody wants things, but nobody has a plan to get it. Everybody wants to have wealth and wants to have freedom, but nobody has a plan to get it. So here's what I'm seeing. They're consistently trading their time for money. And now once they've started to acquire these skills that I'm showing them, what's now happening is that they are building the skill set, building the skill stack, until they can now trade money for time, whether that be buying labor or ultimately living life on their own terms, because they now have surplus. See, time is the only asset that you have. A powerful man realizes that. A masculine man will realize that the quickest way to increase your masculine energy is you need to acquire skills. And I'm going to tell you one thing when it comes to wealth. You know that you should have been acquiring these skills your whole life. Some of you were probably never taught them in elementary school, middle school, high school, and guess what? You probably sure as hell were not taught them in college. If this is you, there's no shame in that. If this is you, one of the quickest ways to start to get ahead is by actually accepting the fact that where you're at is okay and you're going to build for a better tomorrow. This is why I highly advise you to go down below at this point in the video and check out some of the trainings that I put together for 10 Game. The Man's Guide to Having It All, so you too can build wealth for yourself as a powerful man. Here's why I find wealth just so important. It's because most men cannot pursue their dreams without funds. You maybe have dreams to change the world. You have dreams to do something impactful. You have dreams to have a family one day. All of these things take money. And the way that the world is working, people who know how to get money are acquiring lots of it, and people who don't know how to acquire any are at the bottom. Because of that, I'm explaining not only the mindset principles of doing hard things for the sake of it, but once you've accepted these 5 steps over here, the next step is a plan. Because you cannot pursue anything in life unless you have excess time, unless you have usable time to actually do it. So, to put this all together, why am I so focused on this and helping men build wealth? Because at age 25, not only have I done millions of dollars within my business, but when I actually got clear on the 1% of things that mattered, it was ridiculously easy to do so. And the only reason it was easy for me to do this is because I came to the acceptance that one day really, really, really bad things will happen. I could get cancer, my whole family could die in a car accident, right? A tornado could rip through my hometown and tear down my house. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Eventually bad stuff's gonna happen. Like, eventually bad stuff will happen to you too. So I gotta ask, do you have the skill set and are you able to prepare for it? Because a strong, powerful man will be able to sit in that pain and he will have a plan and he will have skills and he will know how to move forward. Other people who are in frantic disarray will be leaning on him. However, most people don't. Most people wait and bad stuff happens and they go crazy. They go insane because they don't have any skills. So I'm going to ask you to end this video. Do you actually have a plan? Because if you don't, this is why it's important for you to become full stack. If you don't, this is why it is important for you to get inside of the 10-game mentorship. If you don't, it is important for you to have mentors along the way to build your status, build your wealth, and build who you are as a man. Do you have a plan? Because eventually bad stuff will happen. Mark my words. If you like this video, I want you to hit the like button, comment and subscribe. Check out this 10-game module down below so that way I can show you A through Z what I can do for you to help you to not only acquire the skills of a full stack man, but you can be miles ahead of all the 99%ers out there. Join my exclusive Headman newsletter below so that way you're updated on everything I'm doing behind the scenes, and we will see you in the next one.